So I want to build a new pad for the bed of my pickup truck that I can take rafting, camping, whatever with. It's got to be waterproof, weatherproof, be able to lay down on rocks, cactuses, as well as be comfortable enough to sleep on. I have one similar that I bought years ago from a company called Aire. It's called Aire Landing Pad. It's made of raft rubber, and I love it. It's great. Only caveat is they're expensive. So I'm gonna see if I can make one with some just kind of cheaper materials. See if I can save a few bucks here. I mean, life's expensive, you know? So with that being said, I got like this 3-inch thick foam pad from Home Depot and some PVC coated vinyl, I think is what it's called, from a website online called Tarps Only, and a Harbor Freight heat gun. And hopefully I can put one together, because if I can, it's gonna be great. Okay, so this is the foam pad that I have. It is 3 inches thick, 6 feet long, and 2 inches wide. Should be a great size for what we need here. This green fabric that I have is 61 inches wide. Because I'm not exactly sure how sealing this is gonna go. Because I want to put rivets through here, or like eyelets, so that I can strap it down to a boat or something like that if I need to, or roll it up. So I'm going to give myself a lot of extra over here. Like I said, my next step is to cut this over here, and then I think I'm just going to kind of wing it and start trying to weld it and see what happens. Now that I have these cut the length, well, this one cut the length, I want to do a test run with this. I've never welded PVC together before, so I want to use that heat gun over there. I'm going to cut a small section of this and just practice and figure it out. I read online that you need to set the heat gun to like 485 degrees Fahrenheit. So we're going to try that out, see how it works out. I know that there are nicer PVC welding heat guns you can buy on Amazon for like, I think it's like $125 to $150. This is a Harbor Freight heat gun, 150 bucks. This is more useful to me in the long run just because it's a little more versatile than like a PVC specific heat gun or plastic welding heat gun, whatever they're called. So we're gonna test this out first, see how it goes, and then depending how that goes, we're gonna try this out, okay? So the trial run with the sample fabric went okay. I think I figured some things out. I need to be right around 600 degrees with the heat gun and wait till it starts smoking. I did find this piece of a metal stock. It looks like brass, it's pretty heavy, that I'm kind of rolling the fabric with just so that it makes a better seal, a little bit tighter. It's working out all right. I almost need like a third hand because I'm managing the fabric with one hand, heat gun with the other, and then I need a third to roll. I'm just gonna wing it. I think it'll be okay. This isn't like this is a trial run. If I don't like it, I'll make another one. This is all pretty cheap for me to build. I can go over the costs later, which I might do just because people seem to be interested in that kind of stuff. But all in all, I think it's okay. We're gonna try it, see how it works out. We'll go from there. All right, this is what I got. I got 4 feet piece of metal underneath there, kind of using these magnets as clamps to keep everything aligned. And this piece of wood is just a buffer because I do have the foam underneath there still, just to kind of help keep the shape of everything. So I'll be moving this piece of wood down as I go, just to kind of help keep everything aligned. I think once I start, and I'm kind of going back and forth if I'm going to start on the ends, work my way into the middle, or if I'm just going to go down, kind of press it out as I go. I'm leaning towards starting and then going down that way, but we will see. I do know I'm gonna start on this side and almost like tack weld it, maybe at the ends, and then go. That way it just makes it a little easier, because I don't totally think that this magnet clamp thing I have going on is gonna work the best. All right, this is pretty close to finished. Still gotta do the end seam, still gotta put the valve in, but overall this is pretty much it. Really happy with how it turned out. The welding process wasn't as bad as I thought it was gonna be. Obviously these aren't perfect and like, you know, seamless. You can tell that this is a pretty amateur job, but it's my first time doing it, so I don't think it's too bad. You can see it got better as I went down. Next steps, like I said, closing off the ends, putting a valve in, a couple rivets, or eyelets, I guess is what they're really called, at the ends, and then seeing how it works. I am going to put this in the bed of my truck. I have a bigger one that is wider and thicker, but this one will go next to it, and I wanted it this size in hopes that it will fill up the truck bed in between the wheel wells pretty well. All right, so they got full half, you know, moon shaped thing, kind of fits this, just slots in there. And the reason I'm putting this in is so that I can roll it up. This isn't a cushion, it's a sleeping pad, and so it being able to roll up will be pretty convenient. So this stays underneath the fabric. This part goes on top. It's got this black washer, just like that. And then I'll cut a small hole in the green fabric that will fit just this part right here where my fingers are. That'll slot in there, twist in, and that'll let me kind of purge the air out of this whole thing whenever I go to roll it up.